Did you know that the marketing mix is the combination of various elements that you need to successfully market a product? The marketing mix is used to review and develop marketing strategies that are at the heart of the marketing planning. The traditional marketing mix is known to be as the 4 P's of marketing, which are product, price, promotion, and place. Product simply refers to the good or service that you as a business are marketing to meet the needs and wants of your customers, whereas price refers to how much customers are willing or have to pay to buy your product. Promotion refers to the methods of informing, reminding, and persuading those customers to buy your product. And finally, the last P refers to place. When you think about the place, you think about the distribution channels that you need to use to get your product to the end customer. Your marketing plans as a business cannot work effectively without all those 4 P's or elements of the marketing mix. This is because the 4 P's are interdependent, whereas a high price for a low quality product without any sort of promotion and with limited distribution is basically a recipe for failure and will not work for your business. So, let's get into the 4 elements of marketing mix more deeply. And the first element we should discuss is the product. A product can be defined as a physical good or an intangible service. In the eyes of a customer, the product serves only one purpose, which is to fulfill their needs and wants as customers, and to satisfy their desires. What differentiates one product from the other is the collective and relative customer benefits of that product, such as the brand image, the functions, packaging, value for money, and the after-sales care. The marketing strategy used by a business will depend on the type of product in question, and usually there are 2 types of product: producer products and consumer products. Producer products are industrial products sold to other businesses to further the production process, such as raw materials, components, and machinery, whereas consumer products are products that are sold to the end user, or in essence, us or you as a private individual. Some products, such as laptop computers and motor vehicles, are sold to both industrial and private customers. The purpose of the purchase determines whether the product is being classified as a producer or a consumer product, which in essence tells us if it is used for a commercial or a private use. Price refers to the amount that customers pay for a particular good or service. Pricing can be one of the most difficult decisions to make in the marketing mix, because if a product is overpriced, customers may not buy the product, no matter how good it might be. However, if the products are also priced too low, they can be perceived to be lacking of quality. What customers want is a price that reflects the value for money, and what businesses seek is a price that exceeds their costs to earn them sufficient profit. The pricing decision, I would say, depends on a drastic number of factors, where each factor represents a different pricing strategy for different businesses. So, the first factor is the demand. The greater the ability and willingness of customers to pay, the higher the prices can be. For example, airline ticket prices rise in the summer, which is due to the higher amount of demand as well. As for the second factor, it represents rivalry, where the degree of competition, the higher it is, the more price competitive firms tend to be, where businesses will price their products similarly to those set by their rivals. The third factor focuses on the aims. As you know, different businesses have similar aims and objectives. So, charities and non-profit organizations will price differently from those firms seeking to maximize their profits, due to their dissimilar objectives and the goals that they want to achieve in the foreseeable future. As for the fourth factor, it represents the supply. The lower the supply of a certain product, the higher its price tends to be. Oil suppliers can charge higher prices than suppliers of tea due to the relative scarcity of oil. Time can also be a factor that affects the pricing strategy. The price of some products, such as consumer electronics, fall over time as newer versions become available. Other products, such as precious antiques and classic cars, rise in price over time due to their scarcity. Image is also a very important factor, where businesses with a prestigious and exclusive image can charge higher prices for their products, such as Lamborghini cars or luxurious hotels. And finally, the final factor is the costs of production. The higher the cost of production, the higher the price tends to be. The third element of the marketing mix is promotion. Promotion simply refers to the strategies used to attract customers to buy a firm's or a business's product. Branding, for example, helps to differentiate a product from its rivals. Promotion is usually classified as being either above-the-line promotion or below-the-line promotion. Above-the-line promotion uses paid-for mass media, such as television, radio, or even newspapers, whereas below-the-line promotion refers to all the other kinds of promotion, such as packaging, sponsorship, or even viral marketing. Most businesses nowadays use a combination of both, where they implement above-the-line and below-the-line promotions. There are several examples of promotional activities. The first example we could discuss is advertising. Above-the-line advertising tends to be the most expensive form of promotion. Adverts are commonly carried out via TV, radio, newspapers, magazines, and posters all over the internet, which makes it a very expensive method of promotion. A second example is sales promotion. These are temporary methods of boosting sales, where sometimes businesses use price reductions or maybe hand out gift vouchers or send out free gifts to their customers. A third example we could discuss is the use of sponsorship, which refers to the financial gifts or donations given in support of an event or a business venture, which in return they get a display of the sponsor's name. For example, Coca-Cola is a major sponsor of the Olympic Games, which is very huge for a company such as Coca-Cola. And the final example we could say is publicity. Publicity is the marketing process of getting good media coverage, which includes the use of famous celebrities to endorse your business's products. But this is also a very expensive type of promotional activity. The final element of the marketing mix is the place. Place describes the methods of distributing products to the customers. And for this final element, we will use an example to demonstrate the distribution channels that occur throughout the process. So let's use Coca-Cola as an example. Coca-Cola uses a range of methods to get its drinks to the customer, which could be through wholesalers, retailers, and even through vending machines, as we often see. Traditionally, the distribution channel starts at the factory of the manufacturer, which is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola then sells the product to the wholesalers. Wholesalers such as Costco buy in bulk to reduce the unit cost of the product. They then break that bulk into smaller units and sell these onto retailers. The final distribution channel occurs now, which is from the retailer to the end consumer or customer. Each intermediary in the distribution chain adds a profit margin to the costs paid to its supplier. The changing demands of customers, such as the need for prompt deliveries, mean that the traditional channels of distribution today are less popular, especially with the increased popularity of e-commerce or online sales. The fewer the intermediaries there are in a transaction, the lower the price will tend to be. For example, buying directly from the seller is cheaper than going through distributors or agents who will charge for their services.